Hi, and welcome to the High and Mighty video about sidewalking. For more information about our programs, volunteering, or sponsoring a horse, check out the description below for a link to our website. We can't run programs without community members like you, and every dollar counts. So my name is Finn, our rider is Diane, and our horse today is Lucky. And let's talk about sidewalking. So as a sidewalker, your job is to support our riders. This could be physically, emotionally, and or cognitively. And realistically, you'll probably use a good mix of all three of those types of support while you're sidewalking. So let's talk with physical support, because that is the one that is the easiest to show and describe. So I have a few different holds that I can do to support my rider physically. Now typically in a lesson situation, we wouldn't have just a sidewalker and no leader. So typically there's going to be a leader there, and the leader is worried about the horse, making sure that everything happens correctly with the horse. So as a sidewalker, you're just thinking about the rider. All right, we ran out of actors, so you're just going to have to use your imagination and pretend that there's a leader there. Okay, so as you can see, Diane is wearing this super nifty belt here. This is called a gait belt. And we will use this to help her mount, maybe help her dismount. But then once she's on and going, we want to touch this as little as possible. So I'll start with my highest level of support, which is a hand over thigh hold. I know, good boy, Lucky. So I'm going to use my right hand because Lucky is to my right side. Okay, I'm going to hook my fingers around the front of the saddle and then gently place my arm over the rider's thigh. Think of yourself as sort of the bar of a roller coaster, okay? I'm supporting her base of support here so that my rider can use her core and her trunk to support herself up there. All right, I'm not yanking on anything up there. I'm just providing support. The next level of support I can give is a ankle hold. So same hand, I'll make a little cup. I'll come to the back of the rider's ankle. Now think about kind of guiding her heels down. So sometimes legs will sneak up like this. So I'm trying to avoid that and just guiding that heel down. And finally, I could be a shadow. So I'm not giving any physical support typically, but I'm keeping an eye on my rider, and say she loses her balance a little bit, I'm right there to help her get it back. Okay, now let's show it in motion. So I'll start with hand over thigh. We'll go ahead and walk on. So I've been doing this for 2 seconds, but doing this for an hour is challenging. So if I need to switch sides, get my other arm in there, I'll ask the instructor. She'll ask the rider to whoa. And your instructor will prompt you through doing this safely. Okay, now we can walk on. Hi, Lucky, I know, good boy. So as you can see, I'm right next to the rider. I'm not up by Lucky's head or back by his bum. We can also do this in the trot. Staying right by the side here. Good, and whoa, good boy, Lucky, good boy. Good boy. Okay, so now we'll talk a little bit about cognitive and emotional support, which is a little bit harder to define. So with some cognitive support, the base level I could give is repeating instructions while allowing time for processing. So say the instructor just said, okay, riders, it's time to walk on, and Diane doesn't do anything. I'll wait a little bit. Count to 3 slowly in my head. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Diane still hasn't done anything. Now I might repeat the instruction. Hey Diane, did you hear it's time to walk on? If she still doesn't do anything, maybe I could give some cues for how to walk on. So, can you tell Lucky with your voice and give him a little tap tap with your legs? And there she goes. If neither of these work, I might also, I'm going to switch sides real quick. I might also use a hand over hand cue. So say she's walking. Hi, Lucky. And the instructor says it's time to whoa. Diane doesn't do anything. I say, hey Diane, it's time to whoa. She still doesn't do anything. I give her the cue, okay, pull your reins back to your belly. She still doesn't do anything. Now, I could use my hand to gently guide her hand and whoa, back like that. Good job. So that is our cognitive support that we could provide to our riders. We also might provide some emotional support. And this is the hardest to define. And this is just going to come with time, getting to know your riders and what can help them feel better when they're experiencing big or challenging emotions. And your instructor can help you with this as well. But just being aware that emotions happen and know that emotions can sometimes get in the way of our cognitive processing, and be patient with that and know that maybe someone might need a little bit more cognitive support on a given day because they're having some big emotions, and that's totally okay. All right. Thank you, Diane. Thank you, Lucky. So that concludes our video on sidewalking. And if you have any questions, be sure to reach out to us. We cannot wait to see you around the farm. Again, check out that link in the description below. Check out our website for programs, volunteering, sponsoring a horse. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time.